One of the most popular pieces of folklore around, stories of Spring-Heeled Jack date back to 1830s Great Britain. Spawning multiple works of fiction centered around the elusive figure, the popularity of Spring-Heeled Jack led it to becoming one of the most mysterious supernatural cases that persevered through the early 1900s. During this time, Spring-Heeled Jack was such a source of fear among British citizens that nearly everyone was familiar with the tales surrounding the urban legend. Everything about the figure contributed to his legend, from his appearance to his odd behaviour. First sighted in England in 1837, Spring-Heeled Jack would make a name for himself as a terror antagonising young women of the time. Walking alone one night, servant girl Mary Stevens would be the first to come into contact with Spring-Heeled Jack, marking the figure's reign of terror on the imaginations of the time. Mary reported the figure, that would later be known as Spring-Heeled Jack, as leaping out towards her, gripping her arms tight and holding her in place, reportedly grabbing at her flesh with cold claws, kissing her and ripping her clothes. Mary would have likely fallen victim to the horrible treatment from the figure had she not called out. The girl's scream sent the figure flying into the air and local residents on its trail, without luck. Spring-Heeled Jack's legacy would continue to perpetuate itself the very next day, when the figure would be reported as leaping in front of an oncoming coach, causing it to crash. Spring-Heeled Jack would then hop a 9-foot wall, cackling a deviously threatening laugh on his way. Picking up on these two odd and menacing incidents, the media would soon give Spring-Heeled Jack his nickname and begin to sensationalise the two events. Months after the sightings, London's Mayor Sir John Cowan would deliver an anonymous complaint from a resident of Peckham. The complaint was, of course, in regards to Spring-Heeled Jack, and was delivered by the mayor in hopes of weeding out anyone with any knowledge of the bizarre figure. In the note, Spring-Heeled Jack is described as having the ability to take the form of a bear, a ghost and a devil, a tale which was then corroborated by many servant girls around Britain. The common thread of these tales being that Spring-Heeled Jack frequently appeared to torture the young women, covered in blue flames and attacking them with his claws. After many women claimed to have suffered violent fits or lost their senses at the sight of the figure, authorities began to take the figure more seriously. Whether the authorities were in search of an actual demonic figure or pranksters impersonating the figure, as it happened with similar cases in the past, it was clear that the perpetrator needed to be caught and stopped regardless. Known for his horrific appearance and leaping ability, Spring-Heeled Jack remained a popular figure of plays and literature through to his last sighting in 1904. Never to be caught or brought to justice, the ultimate fate of this horrific character remains uncertain. In Japanese culture, yurei are the spirits of people who have died and are unable to rest. They're often depicted as having pale white skin, black hair, and expressionless faces. Yurei are believed to be able to manifest in a number of different ways, including appearing as faint lights, a floating figure, or a full-bodied apparition. They're usually depicted as being unhappy or angry, often because of a wrongdoing that was committed against them while they were alive. There are many different ways to ward off yurei according to Japanese culture. Some people believe that placing a small stone monument called a toba in front of a grave will protect the living from being bothered by the spirit of the deceased. Others believe that performing certain rituals or ceremonies, such as lighting incense or offering food, can appease the spirits and prevent them from causing harm.
What you're looking at is, this is Harold's car, back window of Harold's car, and this is just the dust that accumulated. Because now you gotta imagine, it's winter, it's sand, it's dust and everything on your car, and this is the shape that has taken place on his back window.
They are dancing with a creepy doll behind them. This was easy to predict what was coming. crazy stuff happened in this place, along with the apparition and the ball falling down the stairs.
There's something very negative lurking here. Watch carefully. The door moved on its own.
Each individual member of the family started to get attacked, and then they would react more violently, and then they would stop, which is very consistent with what we see in this type of work.
There's been an onslaught of activity and of things that you would only think would happen in the movies.
What? Somebody just got a hold of my hand. Purple hair! Oh my god, what?
Did your camera just show up?
My camera just stopped.
There is no way.
Music box. That's up in the attic.
Oh my.
Mistake!
Dude.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
Has been said to be one of the most compelling ghost videos out there. A couple seconds after that, a chair actually moves right by her, making her jump out of the chair. The woman after that tries to escape the room because there is only one exit, and a ton of chairs and tables actually block the exit.
What's that? Oh my god. I hope I just noticed. Get out! This is not your house. Go away. Go to hell. What the hell? I hope I just Oh my god! Get out there, show your face.
Door closes on its own. Vacuum starts moving. Let me know when you're